Chiefs say they heard a loud boom before huge flames began pouring out. Luckily, no one was on board that unmanned plane. There are so many images of this last night from Virginia. So many people watching with their cell phones and cameras. So I'm Bill Hemmer. Good morning, everybody. A lot of evidence to look at here in America's Newsroom. How you doing, Martha?
I'm doing well. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, everybody. I am Martha McCallum. So that rocket, there's some more images of this. It was supposed to head to the International Space Station. It had 5,000 pounds of supplies for the people up there on board, but 6 seconds in, that happened. What a scene it was. Phil Keating joins us now live in Miami with the details on this. So any indication yet, Phil, as to what caused this?
Not yet. We're really truly a long ways off here. All night long, investigators were analyzing the footage from dozens of cameras around Launchpad A at Wallops, Virginia. But we do know that during the rocket's first stage, that's where the initial explosion happened, igniting the kerosene and liquid oxygen fuel supply into that enormous explosion, which shook the Earth for miles. But daylight right now is really truly allowing the huge team of investigators to now comb Wallops Island, Virginia, for the tens of thousands of pieces of debris, each of which could hold the clue. For NASA, this marks the first catastrophic failure of the commercial space program, which replaced the space shuttle program.
It began to go wrong around 10 to 12 seconds, I believe. I don't have the exact time. I do know that range safety initiated the flight termination system around 20 seconds, maybe a little bit before. So most of this happened in the first 20 seconds of flight, and it was fairly quick.
Now, this was to be Orbital's fourth trip to the space station. This right here is July's launch. It went flawlessly like all the rest. The company is now grounded, though, until it figures out exactly what did go wrong last night. About 5,000 pounds of cargo worth $200 million all now lost. That includes dozens of science experiments and 1,400 pounds of food also lost. Martha?
Heartbreaking loss for everybody involved in this. So I understand that the space station crew actually watched this happen live on board the space station. You can imagine what was going through their minds, Phil.
Yeah, clearly they were very disappointed, but at this moment it is back to work, business as usual. Take a live look at NASA TV select feed. That is a Russian cargo ship which launched from Kazakhstan about 6 hours ago. It is now just minutes away from bringing more food and supplies, another 5,700 pounds of cargo, to the 6 residents living on board. Now, NASA says Orbital's cargo loss definitely hurts, but it is not life-threatening for the 2 Americans, 3 Russians, and 1 German living up there.
We have plenty of supplies on board space station, so the crew has all the food, water, and other consumables necessary to support them well into next year. I think if no other vehicle showed up, we can go all the way to about the March time frame.
So not life-threatening for the residents up above us. Now, this, of course, leaves SpaceX as the only private commercial space company that can take cargo up that's American-made up to the space station, and its next launch is planned in December. Martha?
So many changes in the space program, and this a heartbreaking loss for everybody that was involved in that, Phil.